Welcome to Merman Press. Tonight, we're going to fight dirty. Good evening. I'm Landon with Merman Press. We're a good guy, right? You know, good guys can fight dirty. Well, maybe they shouldn't lurk dirty. Got an idea. Well, it seemed to work. Okay. Now that we got our official uniform on, let's get lit up. Shit. It's wonderful being magic. Okay. So, we've established we're a good guy. Okay? I want to talk about everything I'm about to talk about in the realm of self-defense, home defense, defending other people, stopping an active shooter, that kind of stuff. Okay? So, disclaimer, read your local, state, federal laws wherever you live and find the right middle ground. I'm not saying find a gray area. I'm saying find a middle ground. The middle ground is your level of skill, your level of training, and a little bit of what you're comfortable with. Okay? There's no judgment here. Put suggestions in the comments. I will answer them to the best of my ability as to if it's valid. All right? So, what are some misconceptions about home defense and self-defense that people kind of get wrong? The main one, you can't shoot somebody in the back. I will give it to you. There are situations where it's probably not the legal, moral, or ethical thing to do. But the example I gave in the last video, which I will use now, is a man with a gun in my house and I don't understand his intentions. Alright? I either heard him bust down the door, open up the garage door, and he hasn't seen me yet. But thankfully I've set up my home in a way to where I know where everything is, because I've lived there for so long and he is in a new environment. Well, I kind of have the tactical edge and the element of surprise, more or less, even though he's going to be very nervous, senses are going to be heightened. Is it okay to shoot that guy in the back? If he's not running out the door, I don't see a reason why you couldn't. Do I want to get into a knife fight with a guy in the dark that I don't know? No, I don't want his nasty blood on me. Okay, so this makes that very dangerous for you. So, level of training, level of comfort, right? If you're a knife jiu-jitsu, crazy operator, kung fu guy or gal, that might be the way you want to go. If you're a guy like me, who's not that, and you have your handy-dandy flashlight, okay, and your handy-dandy pistola, I might light him up and give him some verbal commands, but it's as I'm squeezing the trigger, okay? That's another ethical, moral choice, right? Do I go, show me your hands or drop the weapon? Or do I go, show me your hands, drop the weapon, bang? All right? There is, you're going to have to do some mental gymnastics on top of these beams that you want to build this principle on, okay? I'm not saying you can't stab a guy when he's not looking at you. I'm not saying you can't shoot a guy in the back. You better be right. That's the part about being a good guy. You're accountable, remember? Are you accountable? You're accountable for every round. You're accountable for every word said, every fist thrown. If that round shoots that guy in the back, goes through him and into your kid's bedroom, I don't know if you would forgive yourself. I'm not saying you need infinite foresight, but there's a lot going on, a lot to process. You need to find that area you're comfortable in. Firing a firearm indoors with other people, regardless of how safe it may make the general situation, you could be creating another situation 1 or 2 rooms over. Okay? I'm just saying don't rule it out. There are things on the street that are not illegal. One thing, flashing somebody with a big bright ball of light. If I don't like you and I'm running down the street, I don't want to pull my pistol out. For one, I have a really good impact weapon with this light. It's cheap. I don't care if I lose it, break it, or whatever. If I go down an alley that I'm not particularly the big fan of how it looks, light it up. And I got a personal story with this. Me and some friends were doing the young man and woman thing in a city we did not belong in, and walking to another bar. I took my light out, and we walked past this alley earlier. It was super dark and dreary, and I looked down, and no joke, I put up my light, and about 5 or 6 feet into the darkness was just a guy standing there. He was creepy, right? I did the Negan, you are creepy as shit. And I left it at that, watched him, moved on, made sure he wasn't following us. Okay. Did I avoid a situation by using my light? No. Could I have created a situation by using the light? Yes, but I would have already had it in my hand, right? I was kind of prepared for it. So, that area of comfortable in training, okay? In the house, if you know a guy's got a gun on the other side of the door, he shot around through the door, the moral, ethical, and legal thing might not be to shoot around through the door, but understanding he doesn't get a chance if he comes in. Okay, the second he opens that door, even if that gun, he throws it in the house with you. In my house, that's a dead man. Castle doctrine alone, which you need to research if you want to be serious about home defense and self-defense. The castle doctrine is key, and in some states, it's a little finicky and a little weird and worded differently. You need to know your state. I know this was gonna be a serious-ish talk, but as good guys, it's okay to kick people in the nuts. It's okay to eye gouge. It's okay to strangle, sever parts of the body, mangle, maim, and otherwise terrorize. You can say the dirtiest things and mean it. You can scream threats. Do whatever you need to. Because that person who wants to do you harm and do your family harm is going to be doing the same thing. If he gets a chance, he's going to kick you in the balls. If he gets a chance, he's going to gouge your wife in the eye. Given the chance, he will stab you in the back. I don't know where else to leave you. Do you want to be the person that's behind the curve, or do you want to be the person that wins the fight? Good guys need to take some lessons from the wolves out here. There's a reason they do it. It's because it might work. And give them the edge that you're not willing to give yourself. Because that is everything about it. Having the wherewithal to make these decisions in the pinch might just be instinct kicking in. If you instinctually do things, you're not exactly liable, are you? So, main takeaway for my hard chargers that stick through the video, all right? You are my favorite viewer. Everybody talks about racking the shotgun, slapping a mag, doing whatever, making noise. How about you scream? How about you scream bloody murder that you have a weapon, and if you are found in my house, you are a dead man. And don't tell them when you're coming either. Racking that shotgun don't mean nothing. Lets them know you have a shotgun. You saying you have one is just as good, because when you come and find them and you bring the fight in, they're probably already hightailing it. Play with the winning strategies, play with the winning tools, and play with the winning mindset. Okay? It's okay to shoot people in the back. I tell you this often. Thank you for all of your support. It means so much to me that you watch my videos and engage with me. It means a lot. And I know I wanted to cut up a little bit in the beginning of this. But listen, sometimes good guys fight dirty. Hug your families. I'm going to go parade around in the dark a little bit and think dirty things.